Hey guys, so just a real quick chapter 1 recap. So Freddy was doing his Christmas list and wanted the video fun station, which we learned was real expensive in the hot item. And his sister was like, "You're not getting it." Mom and Dad are like, "Who knows? Put it on your list and we'll see." Just as sister was also doing her Christmas list. So let's dive into chapter 2 and see what we learn now. The present detective. While I had been writing my list, a great idea popped into my head. If I could figure out where my mom had hidden some of my presents, then I would have put them on the list. I didn't want to write down things that they had already bought. Why waste this space? I sat down on my bed and hit my forehead with the palm of my hand. Think, think, think. I know, I thought. The laundry room. I never go in there, so it would be a good place for her to hide stuff. The only problem was that the laundry room was downstairs and my parents were in the kitchen. Trying to sneak down there would be too risky a mission right now. I'd have to do it that sometime when my mom was taking a shower upstairs in her bathroom. She'd never hear me with the water running. Her bathroom. That's it. The cupboard under the sink in her bathroom was the perfect hiding place. It was just full of lotions and soaps. I would never have any reason to go in there. So she probably thought it would be a good place to hide things. I smiled to myself. You are so smart, I thought. I had to work fast. I didn't have a lot of time. If I was gone too long, then they would start looking for me. Since this was a secret spy mission, I had to think like a spy. Let's see. Spies have to be super quiet so no one hears them. I looked down at my feet. I definitely had to take off my shoes. It would be harder for them to hear me walking around up here if I was just wearing my socks. What else? Oh yes, a flashlight, just in case I had to do some snooping in the dark. I opened the drawer of my nightstand and took out my shark head flashlight. I kept it by my bed, in case I need it in the middle of the night. I switched it on and off once just to make sure the battery wasn't dead. Perfect, I whispered. I very quietly opened my door and tiptoed to the top of the stairs. I stood there for a minute, listening to what was going on. Susie was talking to my parents about her Christmas list, so I had time. I tiptoed down the hall, into my parents' bedroom, and then into their bathroom. When I went to set my flashlight down, I accidentally knocked it into my mom's glass. It spun around on the counter for a few seconds, and then toppled off the edge. I reached my hand out and caught it just before it hit the bathroom. Boy, was that a close one. I whispered to myself. My mom is a neat freak, and that would have been a real mess. Besides, that perfume was a special present my grandparents had bought her from France. I would have been grounded for weeks. After I gently set the bottle back on the counter, I decided just to leave my flashlight on the floor. I slowly opened the cupboard. My heart was beating wildly as I thought of what I was about to discover. It was so exciting. I carefully pushed aside some toilet paper. Nothing. I pulled out some boxes of Kleenex that were stacked neatly in rows. Nothing. I felt around in the back of the cupboard with my hands. Nothing, 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 nothing. Bummer, I mumbled. I had been so sure that I would find presents in there that I didn't really have another plan. Before I could look somewhere else, though, I would have to put everything back under the sink. I had to make sure I put each thing back in its exact place, or else my mom would know that someone had been doing something under there. I didn't want her to know I had been snooping around. I stacked up the boxes of Kleenex and moved the toilet paper back into place. When everything was put away, I tiptoed into my parents' bedroom and shined my flashlight around. Where else would be a good hiding place? Oh, their clothes closet. My mom loves clothes, so the closet is practically overflowing. She could shove things way in the back, and I would never see them because they would be hidden by all those clothes hanging in there. I had to open their door very slowly because it squeaked. I grabbed the handle and gently pulled. This is a great hiding place. Why didn't I think of this the first time? I thought, smiling to myself. I had to be careful not to step on my mother's shoes. She has a gazillion pairs, and they're all lined up in perfect rows. I took out one pair and set them on the carpet. Then I knelt down in the empty space where the shoes had been and felt around with my hands in the back of the closet. Nothing. Nothing. I was starting to get discouraged. And then, bingo! I felt something long and skinny and hard like a box. I grabbed my flashlight and pushed some of the clothes aside and shined the light on the object in my hand. I had to fight my son, so I would scream the next second. Yes, yes, I whispered to myself. It was the remote control fighting shark I had seen at the aquarium. You can take it into the pool and it can dive. My parents must have secretly bought it the last time we were there and put it away for Christmas. Cool. Robbie and I would have so much fun all summer with this. I'm sure there must be more stuff in here, I whispered. I pushed aside Mom's fancy black party dress. I couldn't believe my eyes. There was the new Chuck Space Race computer game that Robbie and I played every time I went over to his house. I had been begging my mom for it for weeks. I picked it up and kissed it. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine, I sang softly. I carefully put it back in the same spot and was about to pick up something else I saw behind my dad's pants when something grabbed my leg from behind. I froze. And that's it for chapter 2. So you're going to have to stay tuned to see what happened and who grabbed his leg and who found him snooping around in the closet. All right, see you guys next time.